Hi guys, Shannon here with Cornfield Lawn Care. I'm here doing a review on Stihl FS38. It's a curved shaft trimmer. Works great. I mean, the only problem I have is with curved shafts, you know, tend to work the back a little bit. But with being Stihl, quality is great. I have never had a problem. Take that back. I had one problem right after I bought it. What happened was pulled a little bit too hard on the cord and it completely came undone. Took it into Rural King where I bought this. They went ahead and reattached the cord, no charge. What I like about the curved shaft trimmers, let me go ahead and angle the camera down. Alright, what I like about the curved shaft trimmers is when you edge, you can just simply flip it upside down and go along the edge like that, rather than with the straight shaft trimmers, you have to hold it in all kind of funky directions in order to get a nice straight edge, you know. But overall, it's a very good trimmer. I'm going to go ahead and start it up real quick for you guys. Now with the FS38, when you go to start it, you got to make sure the switch is all the way up. Whereas with the blower before, you'd have the switch all the way down. It's opposite here. Now, the only problem I have with the FS38, other than wear and tear on your back and curved shaft, is Stihl should really think about incorporating the easy load heads into all of their trimmers. Because I can't tell you how much time I have wasted from yard to yard loading these things up. The way I do it, I do both strings at the same time, put them in the holes, wrap them around, load them. However, there are times when the strings will actually come undone from the guides in here. So I have to completely unwind it again, wind it back up, try and get it right length, you know. It'd be so much easier if Stihl would just incorporate all of their easy feed heads into all of their equipment. So, as you can see, this thing has gotten a lot of use. I've had it since probably the middle of the season last year, 2014 season. It's worked fine for me. Haven't had any problems. Before I got this, I had a Remington and a Troy-Bilt Trimmer Plus. Both trimmers only lasted a month. They're both made by MTD Products, which is the same company that makes all the Troy-Bilts. Think they might make Murray, I could be wrong. They make Remington. they make Brute, just all kinds of stuff. They bought out all these different companies, and then they try to pass off the exact same product with a different paint job as different brands. You know, they're all the same quality. So I really don't care for MTD at all. With that being said, as I said before, I've had this thing since the middle of the season last year, taking it through several yards every week. It has never let me down. In fact, here in the next, maybe in the next week or two, I may actually go out and get a straight shaft trimmer. Just because, like I said, there's a lot of wear and tear on your back when using a curved shaft. But, as I've also said, what I really like about the curved shaft is when you edge, just flip it upside down. You don't have to mess with holding it at a different angle or whatever. But highly recommend these. I highly recommend any Stihl product. So if you have the money, if you're a homeowner, you do your own lawn care, go out to Rural King or Sloan's and pick you up the FS38 Stihl homeowners curved shaft trimmer. Very good for shorter people, by the way. I'm 6'3". It works good for me on trimming. Don't have much back issues. Only time I really have the back issues is when I flip it over and do the edging. So keep that in mind. If you're tall, go out and get you a straight shaft. Shorter people, curved shaft works just fine. Have a good one, guys.